A sudden pause in the day revealed an unexpected moment that would leave a lasting impression on everyone who witnessed it. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, your state, your city. We love connecting with our viewers. The motorcade slowed near a peaceful park, its green space calm under a clear sky. Donald Trump, in his signature dark suit and red tie, stepped out of the lead vehicle, his golden hair catching the sunlight. Though his schedule was tight, he was due at the White House for an event honoring the University of Florida men's basketball team. Something about the park's stillness drew him in. Ignoring the puzzled looks from his security team, he strolled toward a shaded area where two young women stood with a brown Labrador. The sisters, their dark hair and easy bond making the relation clear, turned as he approached. The older, in a denim jacket, looked surprised but composed. The younger, in a gray shirt holding the dog's leash, stared in disbelief. The dog wagged its tail but stayed close. "Afternoon, ladies," Trump said with familiar confidence. "Beautiful day, isn't it? I was just heading to a big event at the White House, but I figured, why not say hello to some real Americans?" The older sister, who introduced herself as Maya, tilted her head and spoke with bold yet calm confidence. "Mr. President, that's nice of you, but we're not here for photo ops. We're just walking our dog, Bruno. What really brings you out here?" Her words carried a quiet challenge, but she stood firm, hands on her hips. Trump chuckled, unfazed. "I like that. Straight to the point. I'm here because I care about people like you. Just passed that big, beautiful bill. No tax on tips, overtime pay up. Great stuff for working folks. Wanted to see what you think." He gestured broadly as if the whole park backed his policies. The younger sister, Lila, stepped forward, her voice steady and clear. "Sounds good on paper, sir, but my friend works 2 jobs and tips barely cover her rent. How does this bill help when prices keep rising?" Even Maya looked impressed by her sister's boldness. Bruno barked once, as if to back her up. Trump's eyes narrowed, then brightened. "Smart girl. Prices, yeah, global stuff, but this bill puts money in your pockets. Tips tax-free, more for overtime, step by step we're making America great again." He leaned in, lowering his voice like he was sharing a secret. "And I've got big plans. Told Tim Cook, Apple's moving production here. Big league." Maya crossed her arms, clearly skeptical. "Jobs are great, Mr. President. But what about the deportations? My neighbors scared her uncles next. How's that part of great again for everyone?" The question hung in the air as a small crowd gathered, phones out, recording. Trump straightened, his tone turning firm. "Illegal immigration, that's the issue. We've moved 139,000. Strong numbers because we need secure borders. Legal. Folks, they're safe. It's about law and order, something I've always stood for. Your neighbor's uncle. If he's legal, he's fine. Tell her that." He grinned and turned toward the crowd. "See? I'm here for you all." Lila knelt to calm Bruno, who was growing restless, then looked back up. "Law and order's fine, but my teacher says tariffs are hurting small businesses. She's worried about her shop. You met with Tim Cook, why not help people like her too?" Her voice was sincere, a brave ask from someone so young, and the comment resonated with a few in the crowd, who nodded silently. "Tariffs, they're tough but necessary," Trump responded, taking a step forward. "We're bringing manufacturing back, Cook's on board. Small businesses will thrive with lower taxes. Tell your teacher to hang in there. Big things are coming." He pointed at Lila, then swept his arm across the park. "This is America. Resilient. Strong." The exchange was drawing more eyes now, a mixed crowd forming a loose circle around them. A man in a red cap shouted, "That's our president. Tax cuts for the win." While a woman nearby, clutching her coffee, muttered, "Easy for him to say. My groceries cost more every week." Maya caught the remark and turned to Trump. "People feel that pinch. You talk big, but what about everyday struggles? Give us something real." Trump paused, his face shifting to something more thoughtful. "I get it. Life's tough. That's why I'm here, not sitting in an office. This bill's a start. More money, less government. And I'm working on more. Ceasefire talks with Russia and Ukraine. That's peace. That's stability. Good. For the economy." He nodded, almost as if reassuring himself. Lila stood, brushing grass from her knees. Peace is nice, but my dad's a vet. Memorial Day's coming, and he's worried about cuts to VA funding. What about him? Her question was sharp, delivered with the kind of courage that made Maya smile with pride. Bruno sat calmly at her side, ears perked. VA funding? Trump echoed, tapping his chin. We're not cutting, we're fixing it. I've got a plan to make it the best. Hospitals, care, everything. Tell your dad I've got his back, okay? Memorial Day, we'll honor them all. Big ceremony coming. He raised a salute, drawing applause from parts of the crowd. Maya's stance softened, though her determination stayed firm. That's a promise we'll hold you to. But you've got to listen, not just talk. We're not just voters, we're people with real lives. Her words, direct and honest, earned a nod from the woman with the coffee cup, who added, Yeah, listen to her, she's got guts. Trump let out a hearty laugh. I love it, guts, that's what America needs, and I'm listening, always have. That's why I stopped here. You girls, you're the future. Smart, tough, keep pushing me. He turned to the crowd and said, See this? This is what makes us great, open dialogue. The moment lingered, the park now buzzing with energy, until a teen in a hoodie shouted, Trump 2024. Best president ever. Another voice, older and gruff, cut through the buzz. Best? Tell that to my taxes. Maya and Lila exchanged a knowing glance, then turned their attention back to Trump, who seemed energized by the crowd. Let's keep this going, he said, clapping his hands. I've got to get to that basketball event, but you've given me ideas. Tax cuts, jobs, VA. We'll make it work. You'll see. He pointed at the sisters, then waved to the crowd as his security detail signaled it was time to move. Maya stepped forward, her voice steady. We'll be watching, Mr. President. Don't forget us, Lila added. And Bruno says thanks for the chat. The dog barked right on. Hugh, tail wagging wildly, lightening the mood. Trump grinned, reached down to pat Bruno's head and said, Good boy. I won't forget. Promise. Keep that spirit. With that, he turned and strode back to the motorcade, the crowd buzzing behind him. Maya and Lila stood quietly. Bruno, tugging at the leash as the vehicles pulled away, leaving the park quieter but charged with the weight of the encounter. As they resumed their walk, Maya smirked. He's something else. Bold, but he listened. Lila nodded. Yeah, and we didn't back down. That felt good. The crowd slowly dispersed, some cheering Trump's name, others shaking their heads, but all seemed to agree the sisters had spoken with rare courage. Where are you watching from? And what did you think of Maya and Lila's bold stand? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know if you'd like to see more stories like this.